First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS where I learned from. Shalom to all for like preaching this word of truth, sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom. Right, so if you haven't seen already on my channel, I have the 6G rollout. Right, what they planning with that is linked with this here. Things are moving exponentially high, man. Did I say that right? Exponentially. I think T.I. started that shit, man. But anyways, man, 2026 is already started with a bang, almost literally, right? With the whole Maduro thing. But yeah, man, bunch of Matthews 24:6 going on. But here, we have Elon Musk. We got to put him in the picture, right? In the end time prophecies, because he's connected to the Neuralink, right? And this Neuralink is a technology that connects the man's mind to a computer, right? Where the man could control a computer with his mind, but really, it's the computer that's going to be running the mind of the people. They got AI, they got robots, but there are some jobs that robots can't do, that only man can do. So it would make sense that if man could create a computer to control the man's body and mind, then it's a much more advanced robot, so to speak, right? It's moving really, really quick. It's like, it's exciting, so some people are scary, if you don't got the faith, right? We only fear Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But with this is inspiring, right? The title says, and this is from End Time Headlines. This says, Elon Musk Neuralink planning mass rollout of brain CHIPs. This is the new year, January 1st. 2026, right? Day one, they already speaking on this. To let you know what's on the agenda, what's on the platter, right? It says Neuralink, the brain computer interface company co-founded by Elon Musk, is preparing for a dramatic scale up in production with plans to manufacture brain implants in high volumes by 2026. It's happening this year, yo. With that 6G, all this 6G talk, that in these data centers, they are putting up about like 300,000 data centers a year. It's been like a 200% increase. This is why you get floods in mysterious places, to land grab, fires. Why? For data centers. Trying to spread it out. And it's the fastest way, man. It's to claim land that nobody wants. But anyways, it says Neuralink, the brain computer interface company co-founded by Elon Musk, is preparing for a dramatic scale of production, which plans to manufacture brain implants in high volumes by 2026. According to reports from Reuters, Musk said that the company intended to transition from limited clinical use to mass production, while also introducing fully automated surgical procedures to implant the devices, right? Eventually, this is going to be a luxury where the popular, the rich, the basketball players, the rappers, all you influencers are going to have it, and everybody else going to follow suit. This is the new Gucci bag, right? To a point where then it becomes mandatory, where it's like you can't do nothing without it. And thirdly, you will be prosecuted if you went against it. You will be considered a TERR, wrist. Right? If you don't do it, you go against the system. You're an enemy of that system. There will be no room for political correctness. There will be no room for the constitutional rights. They wiped you know what with that piece of paper. It said he stated that Neuralink will start high volume production of brain-computer interface devices and move to an entirely automated surgical procedure in 2026. This is January 1st, 2026, and they already saying this is a thing that will happen this year. It is moving really quickly. If you blink, you slept too long. This announcement represents a major milestone of the company, which has spent years navigating regulatory scrutiny and technical hurdles. Lakia. Neuralink received approval to begin human clinical trials in 2024. After the U.S. Food and Drug Administration initially rejected its application in 2022 due to safety concerns. Now, mind you, while they was doing all this, you know, trying to get this approved, because this is a really invasive, intrusive procedure that could cause a lot of medical lawsuits, right? But you're going to have to sign all that off anyways, right? Whereas the C-hip, the one that goes in your arm, right, the you know, that you should not buy or sell, that one, that MARK, has been FDA approved for, I think it was like 10 years now. Right? But this just got approved in 2024, which, you know, they've been clinically studying this thing way before that. So they're ready for this. They're ready to not be sued. They believe they have a high success rate of installation, so to speak, right? They're moving forward with this, man. They got this. Right, that's how they feel. They're about to make a bag. They're about to have free slaves. It's what they're thinking, right? It says the brain implants are designed primarily to help people with severe neurological impairments, including paralysis and spinal cord injuries. That's what they tell you. Hey, take this. You can walk again. Hey, take this. You can see again, right? But it comes with a cost. This devil doeth no good intentionally. This is Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, that they shall deceive the very elect. So this great deception of hope is so great that it might even entertain the thought of deceiving the elect, which is not possible, because Hamashiach Yahushua says, I pray not for the world, I pray for them that the Lord has given me, right? And none shall pluck them out of my hand, right? It ain't gonna happen. But this deception is so big that if you're not in the right spirit, you are gone, man. Right? Like I keep saying, man, there's a saying in Spanish that says, for the crayfish that is asleep is taken by the current, right? And crayfish is unlawful anyways, but you know, if you fall asleep, you're gonna die. Reminds me of that George Bush. I forgot in the early 2000s. He's like, fool me once, fool me twice, fool me, you can't get fooled again, right? But yeah, man, this Neuralink is happening, man. And this guy really believes that he's gonna accomplish that, you know, that big, you know, this big change, man, this big monetary change, man, because it's about money, but it ain't about money, right? Because money don't exist really. It's resources. It ain't about this paper thing that you think. It's control of the people. This monopoly, so to speak, right? Speaking of monopoly, you know that guy with that little eye, with the eyeglasses, with the top hat? You know, that game was created from the law Monopoly, right? And Monopoly was a law put forth so that one man cannot you know, correct me if I'm wrong, is when Monopoly is when one man controls way too many avenues of revenue, where he dominates everything and does not allow for competition, right? Look up the law Monopoly, and the person on that game phase is David Rockefeller, right? It is a image of him, so to speak, right? This is why you have railroads on that game board, because he made a lot of money with the railroads and the steel and the owning of the companies, and it just crazy, man. Just a little bit of history there, but yeah, man, this devil thinks that he's gonna get away with it, that he's gonna succeed, right? That their houses shall continue forever. This is Job chapter 5 verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, right? This Elon Musk is a crafty man, you know, a smart guy, you know, one of the wise men of Teman, so to speak, right? This man started in a garage and had a lot of ambitions and created the Tesla car from, you know, other inventions that he copied, but very wise to make money, right? It says he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, right? You're gonna think you're gonna succeed in this thing, that you're gonna control the whole population of the earth, man, and you're gonna just go home scot-free, right, and keep plotting evils. You think that's gonna continue forever? No, man. But again, this is all part of the plan. It's all part of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's plan, and it's tied to the MARK, right? Because when you don't go by the rules in the system, you are an enemy of the system. Okay. This is Revelation 13:16, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right, and that mark goes into charagma, which is an impalement, which is a physical mark. Right, this incision, this brain hip, so to speak. It is a mark, man. You are letting the world know who your allegiance to. This is why they have you do the Pledge of Allegiance in the classrooms, right? To remind you which God you serve. But anyways, it says verse 17, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? There ain't no coming back from this. Right? Once you take this, there is no coming back. It's not. That's why this MARK is not Christianity. It's none of those things. This is Revelation 14:11. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. Right? This is for those that take the mark of the beast, who went along with the system, who decided to put Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua in the back burner and go about their merry way and merry lives, man, and live their life as if, you know, there was no punishment, right? Right? Because you know, because judgment is not executed speedily. The hearts of many is wax cold. So you know, paraphrasing, you know what scripture I'm talking about, right? You going about your merry way, doing your thing, man, for putting the Lord on the back burner, right? The Lord's gonna burn your ass. This is verse 11 from the top. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, right? His way of life, you know, everything that comes with it. You put in all, you cast in all your eggs in one nest, so to speak. Right, you put all your eggs in a Babylon basket, this Easter basket. Right, so, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Right, there is no forgiveness. There's no coming back from that. Right, this is why, you know, it's important to have the correct faith, the correct doctrine, one faith, one doctrine, one baptism. Right, to be, you know, to be eligible to receive the crown. Right, it takes works and faith, man. Most importantly, faith, because faith without works is dead. Right, vice versa, right? Verse 12, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and the faith of Hamashiach Yahushai, man. You know, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to those for elect, preaching his word in true sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom.